Hello Year 3, welcome back. It's Mrs. Pearce here. Thank you to everybody who's emailed in their learning to show us. It's been really lovely to see just how well you've carried on at home. For today's lesson, make sure you've got some paper and something to write with and be ready to pause the video when you need some thinking time. We're going to carry on looking at telling the time in session 4. Here's our InFocus. What do you see? What do you notice? It looks like Lulu's at the train station. And we're being asked at what time did the train arrive? Pause to journal your ideas. Lulu says the watch is not showing the correct time. Elliot says the clock is showing the correct time. I've seen some great full sentence answers on the learning that's been sent in, so make sure you give it a go. If you want to add anything to your journal now, you can pause the video. You might have worked out that the train arrived at 13 minutes past 8 o'clock, or 8:13. Aaron told me that each small increment represents 1 minute, and each bold mark or increment represents 5 minutes. Let's have a little look at how we can use that on a clock. We can remember that each bold increment stands for 5 minutes, and we can count around in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now, if we're going to remember that half an hour or half past is 30 minutes, and my minute hand is in this part of the clock, I don't have to start counting at 5 every time. I can count on from 30 or 45 minutes. Use that later to help you. Okay, you ready for your guided practice? Remember, you can talk with somebody during this part of the lesson. Today we're going to match the clocks that show the same time using the analog clock and a digital clock. There's printed copies for you if you need to see them more clearly. Well done. Moving on, now it's time for you to show what you know. You're working independently in this part, but if you're not sure, try your best and then talk it through with somebody. Remember, counting in 15s, 5s and then 1s. It's asking us to fill in the blanks on worksheet 4. Again, you can print this one off if you need to see it more clearly. Start with A and B and then come back and we'll move on. Well done. Now you can mark your answers. Starting with A and B, and then we'll move on. Now C and D. If you feel like a challenge, you can ask your grown-up to help you search on the Twinkle website for this clock labelling activity. Here it is. You can play a game. Half past, where would we put that on the clock face? I think I'm going to put it halfway round. Okay, you can be thinking about how many minutes past the hour and how many minutes to the hour. Okay, this is going to ask you to think backwards. 10 minutes to the hour is 5:10 minutes before the o'clock. Okay, so if you feel like a challenge, you can try that one, and I'll see you on Wednesday for your next lesson. Take care, everybody.